It's your girl Onyx, High Priestess of the Trap, over here at Trap Temple Society. How y'all doing today? I'm just sitting here in my car. Y'all know how I get down. Car readings all day. I don't know if it's going to necessarily be a reading today, but I just woke up with it on my heart and my mind. That thing that you're supposed to be starting, start that thing. Now's the time. We have all these Aries placements, and we know Aries is the start of the zodiac. There's Aries and Mars. There's so many coming up, but just particularly Aries and Mars, right? So we know Mars is that war, that fire energy, right? So this is the perfect time to take initiative, right? Jump into that thing that you've been putting off, whatever it is, right? And if you're new here, I read tarot for myself, and I do this, for myself to log my journey and to hold myself accountable. And I know the things that I have been personally manifesting, right? And so this just happens to be one of those things that it's time for me to jump into and get started. So I post content, not consistently. I record a lot. I record a lot of content. I'm just very shy. I don't know if you guys know that about me. I'm very shy. And so a lot of my content I have just saved on my laptop. I haven't posted yet because, it's different when it's your personal work. It's different when it's something that it's your baby. It's something that you're passionate about, right? So if I post memes on Facebook, my meme page is fire. You know what I mean? But if I post memes, that's easy, because that's it's relatable, easy content. It's not deep thinking. It's just, a little key here or there. When I post on TikTok, my TikTok is fire. It's centered around music, my playlist, and eventually my creative music work. But yeah, like when it's something that you're passionate about, it's really difficult to actually start the thing, right? Because you get to a point where it's not just, oh, a little kiki here, a little kiki there, wilding out on Twitter, being funny, posting something witty on Reddit, right? This is actual intellectual property that people are going to listen to and take in. And part of the reason I've been putting this part of my journey off is because it's very heavy for me. I care a lot about people, and I care about my impact towards people. So my mantra here over at Trap Temple is to leave as less trauma on people as possible. You hear me? Because we know that's something that it's circular. You're hurt people. And to a point, like, we're not saying that in a way that pacifies what they've done or, spiritually bypass or overlook the harm that they've done. But we know, when we hurt other people, it just leaves another cycle of hurt, especially because a lot of people during this time, they don't have the capability of stopping the initial hurt and the initial pain. A lot of people, they're not able to stop that cycle. And so a lot of my work here that I focus on here in Trap Temple is healing, healing wounds, healing trauma, and preventing trauma prevention, basically, in the healthiest, safest way. So that's my thing, which is why I'm really reluctant with my actual YouTube content. So I know I don't have a lot of followers at this time, but some of the content I've been trying, okay, it's easy, it's catchy, everybody's doing it. Relationship tarot. Oh, girl, he don't want you back, girl. That man he looking for you, girl. Oh, he missed you, girl. Oh, no. We're not doing that over here. I'm still trying to establish my voice as a spiritualist and as a tarot reader. Tarot is something that I enjoy. It helped me really kind of like see my way out of a lot of situations that I was in. And it helped me to heal a lot of those cycles, right? So it's like as I was going through it, a big part of my journey was Christianity for 10 years. And so I was there and I was seeing the archetypes, right? I was seeing the pattern of the divine creator, right? I was seeing the archetypes of, different beings in the Bible, so I was seeing it and I was absorbing it and I was kind of like, focusing, trying to, but it was always something that sat within me. Now, I don't demonize beliefs here. I don't de-Christianize anybody because, like I said, it was a very big part of my walk. And it actually taught me a lot of discipline, to be honest. The benefits that came out of it, I was able to really sit down and understand patterns, right? So for me, pattern recognition is very important, right? So people, they're like, psychic, or how did you know? Or I'm like, girl, because this is what happens when this happens, and then this happens, and then boom, bam, here we are, right? So to me, it's just, pattern recognition is very important. And so that's kind of been the big thing that I learned in Christianity was pattern recognition. So I was able to bring it over to my study and my love for esoterica, and be able to really understand the patterns within the micro and the macro, right? The patterns and how everything clicks all together. Like one of my first revelations about the tarot was that it's a wheel, like the divine mechanism of the universe and how everything literally twists and clicks into place in its own time, which is why I love astrology, because you're not forcing timing, you're moving with the energy that is in the macro, controlling something that we don't see, we don't control, and we're moving with that energy instead of moving against it, right? So with that being said, Aries, right? That Mars activation, it's its home sign and its home planet. So this is a time to really start pushing and making moves. Now, I feel like for me personally, when I look at last year, was that year 9 snake year, right? So you're shedding all of the masks, right? So you're shedding all of the masks, and this identity does not fit you anymore. These lifestyles or these people or these habits or whatever, it was a complete total shedding, especially because that year 9 was, it's a complete wrap up year, right? So that was a very transformative year for me. And I know if this resonates with you, then it was clearly a transformative year for you too. So welcome. Hopefully we can be besties. Okay. But it was a transformative year. And here we are moving into this, year 1 fire horse. And when I think about horses, I think about running free. I think about the divine feminine. Go check your chart. Check your birth chart always. There might be some sort of something in there about horses. I know it's in mine. Shout out to astrology lady Liz in Anoka, Minnesota. She's super dope. She gave me a birth chart reading. She's so amazing. But that birth chart reading really clicked for me because here we are in this horse year and I'm feeling this activation, right? I'm feeling this feeling like I'm so excited for life despite whatever I had to shed in my last year and despite whatever the circumstances were in my life. And mind you, I might have a story time one of these days. I've lived plenty of walks of life, right? Survived things that were, unsurvivable, right? Like it was so much. But despite all of that, I found my way back to myself in my year 9. And going into this year 1, I'm able to really have this new beginning with myself. And so that's what I'm excited about. So whatever you're starting or whatever you're about to start is the time. See, you've already spent time healing. You already spent time analyzing patterns, checking your behaviors. You've been really checking yourself hard. So if you're here, I know, girl, it's been tough. but you made it to the other side, and here we are on the other side, right? So now what do we do? When you have a life that's been cleared of clutter and pain and trauma cycles, trauma bonds, bad relationships, when you have a life that's cleared from that and you move on to the other side, you pause. You're like a deer walking out of that dark, scary forest, and you're looking at this beautiful plain before you, but you're hesitating because everything that you went through in that forest almost wrecked you, girl. But I'm gonna be honest. You came out of the forest and you're overlooking all of this beauty that's before you, but you still have that fear in you. You can run now. You can be free. Whatever it was that you've always dreamed of doing, always dreamed of starting. If I didn't have this, if I had this, if I wasn't able to do this, if if I had the time, if I wasn't working this job, if I didn't have to watch my kids or worry about my kids, or if I didn't have to take care of this or that or whatever, you know, you're in that space where you finally cleared that up. What are you going to do? Do that thing. Do that thing. So, this is just a little introduction. My name is Onyx, High Priestess of the Trap, over here at Trap Temple Society. I was just clocking in with the collective. What's up, y'all? If y'all like this video, if this resonates with you, if you are a part of this collective, welcome. Please like and subscribe. I got plenty of more coming. I'm just finally coming into my voice and finally stepping on what I know, right? What they say, step out on faith, all right? Drop step out on faith in the comments. All right, y'all.